Hello there.
Well, hello, beautiful.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Fandom Fights. We got a very fun singles matchup for you today. We got Igor. We got Igor Kasic. Igor. That's gonna kill me now. Going up against John Maher. I'm looking forward to this one. When I think about these two, this is what I think of. Igor showed up an enigma. He signed up on the Facebook page, and Nick and I said, Igor, that's a cool name. It would have been cooler if it was Igor, but we added him in, and he's done beautiful things. Recently challenged for the team's title with his team's partner, Joe Farrelly. When I think of John, I didn't know who this guy was, and then I was hosting a Melee thing. I believe it was a free-for-all, and he came in and almost won the whole thing, and it was like, holy shit. And then he does the horror stuff. He knows things about horror and like runs his own horror thing, and that's pretty cool. So two cool dudes. I think this is a fun time. The only thing that could possibly bring this down is if Kaiser challenges 18 times. We'll see what happens, but I'm looking forward to it. Let's go talk to the players in the promos.
Well, that's kind of why I brought Kaiser. I mean, aside from the fact that Kaiser was available, I mean, Kaiser, why else would anybody bring you, right? I mean, your personality is like a solid B. So I mean, maybe that. But the challenging is what you're known for.
I'm being held hostage. Help!
Well, okay. Well, since I'm holding you hostage, what should I do? I need some kind, inspiring words.
A Serbian film is the best film of all time.
All right, that's a great note to end on.
Listen, yeah, we never know which one's going to talk first. I'm going to say something and then you can go. Igor, we're here, buddy. Yeah, Kaiser's really good at challenging, but this game isn't all about challenges. It's about questions being answered. And John can answer some questions, but I think you can answer a couple more questions. And usually, that gives you the win. Not always, but usually. What do you think?
Usually. I'm a 500 player, so hopefully I can possibly end the season. I don't know if I have more matches after this, but we'll find out. Let's end it on an uptick and prep for next season if I don't have any more matches. But otherwise, it's a Melee Rookie of the Year and a Melee Rookie of the Year taking each other on in Fandom. What are the odds? Let's do this.
Light the fuse. Light it.
All right, great promos. Thank you to Igor and according to the StreamYard link that I made, John. So let's get into it, starting with round number 1. This is how it's going to work. There are going to be 10 questions from 10 random categories in the realm of Fandom Fights. Each question is worth 1 point apiece. If you get all 10 questions correct, you're going to be issued a bonus question to you, only to you. You get 3 repeats, 1 challenge for the entirety of the match. Gentlemen, any questions as we hit this one off?
No, just a comment. Listen, if you're watching this, don't watch a Serbian film unless somebody, unless you're like guided by somebody else. Don't do it.
Don't do it.
Or if you're Serbian, because that's okay then.
Yeah, I guess if you're Serbian, it's fine. That's apparently how they live.
That was one of those like mythical films when I was younger, and then I watched it and I have regrets. Okay, so your first question is coming in the category of Star Trek. In Star Trek 09, who enters the bar and stops the Starfleet cadets from beating up Kirk? This is a good movie. When I saw it, I knew nothing about Star Trek. It just like came out and I was like, oh, it's Star Trek and it's new and I should go see it. And then I went and saw it and I was like, holy shit, that was a good fucking movie. And I didn't even understand like a lot of the implications of stuff in it. So 5, 4. Now I do. 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Igor
Christopher Pike.
and John.
That's probably right. Spock.
Pike is correct. So your next question is going to be coming in the category of Marvel. In X2, when meeting Bobby's family, Bobby tells them that Logan has what position at Xavier's school? Another good movie. We were just talking in the last one that, Nick doesn't ask me to write often. So when he does, I must tell everyone that I wrote questions. And I found that I'm writing questions about films that are good. Nick's always asking about shit. What's up, Nick? What's the deal?
Did you say specific or you didn't say specific? Right? Okay.
You need to use a repeat, my friend. 5.
Oh, never mind.
4.
I'll go with this.
2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to John.
He's a teacher, but I forget what kind of teacher he says. I don't think
Let's go to Igor.
Yeah, I said professor.
Professor, teacher is correct. I believe specifically of art.
Yeah,
thought it was English
I
teacher.
think it was art.
I just
I don't know.
watched it, but I'm pretty sure it's art, but I can't remember.
Oh, Kaiser wants to be brought in for some
Okay.
asinine
Let's go, Kaiser.
reason.
Wait, can you repeat the question again? Sorry.
The question is, in X2, when meeting Bobby's family, Bobby tells them that Logan has what position at Xavier's school?
So, John, professor and teacher are two different things, right?
They're two different words if he says teacher. I mean, I guess technically there's no professors at like a high school level.
Yeah, because that sounds a bit weird. So, you want to possibly throw out a challenge? Because he definitely says that he's an art teacher, that's for sure.
I mean, historically, is this something that would be upheld if we challenged? Like, are we?
I don't think anyone.
I'm asking Kaiser.
Oh.
You know what? Let's just do it that way. If we fail, you can't do this anymore. I'll do the world a favor. We'll challenge
you.
professors
Challenge.
and teachers.
We'll be right back after this challenge. All right, we're back from that challenge. They call him Professor Logan. They do ask what he teaches. Teacher and professor are words that are synonymous in most countries. Yeah.
Not Singapore. Sorry, everybody at home.
But we are going to accept both answers. However, because Kaiser and John challenged Igor's answer as being incorrect, and it is correct, they will lose their challenge, but John does still get the point. It is 2-1. And your next question is in the category of Disney animation. Who voices the explorer Jaeger Clade in Strange World? Oh, man. I almost called Nick for that. I'm glad I didn't. Nick, I love you. I should not bother. That was the other thing, is whenever there's a challenge and I'm alone, I always call Nick. And usually it's because it's something weird that I can't figure out on myself. But I need to, I can figure things out. I can do this. It's almost like I've been doing this a while. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Igor.
Dennis Quaid.
And John.
Dennis Quaid.
Dennis Quaid is correct. 3-2. Your next question is in the category of Worlds of DC. Which Worlds of DC film opens with the main hero ordering a PB and BRHC sandwich on a roll? This was not fun to write. This would be one of those moments where I would say to Nick, hey, do you like PB and BRHC sandwiches on a roll? And he would go, nope. And then I would say, oh, sorry, excuse me. My apologies. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. John, let's go to you.
Birds of Prey.
And Igor.
The Flash.
The Flash is
Yes, it is the Flash.
So your next question is in the category of creature features. In Godzilla X Kong: The New Empire, after defeating his foe at the start of the film, Godzilla lies down and naps inside of what historical landmark? I've been waiting to write this question since the moment I saw this movie. I also really like this movie. It's stupid as fuck. It is so dumb, but I love it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Igor.
I haven't seen it, but I think this might be the only thing I know about this movie. Colosseum.
And John.
The Coliseum.
The Coliseum is correct. It is 5-3. Your next question is in the category of horror icons.
Okay.
In Friday the 13th, 1980, Alice falls asleep inside of what after killing Mrs. Voorhees? I've had a rocky relationship with this film. When I was a kid, I really liked it. Like, it was one that I always had on with the other horror icons. This one specifically. And as I got older, it kind of like fell away. But as I've gotten older again, I've refound it, and I still like it. I still enjoy it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to John.
A canoe.
And Igor.
Boat.
Yeah, I didn't say specific. I think I could take boat and canoe.
See, I wouldn't have even challenged this. This
Don't worry, Kaiser would
I
have.
still have the challenge. That's good.
Yeah, I think we can accept that. So 6-4
Is a boat.
it is a boat. So your next question is in the category of epic adventures. Who directed The Chronicles of Narnia: The Voyage of the Dawn Treader? Terrible fucking movie. Okay, here it is. Terrible movie. Let's go back. So Star Trek 09, great. X2, great. Strange World's pretty meh. The Flash is terrible. Okay. Godzilla X Kong, perfect. 10 out of 10. So yeah, we're a mixed bag this time. No pun intended. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to John.
Michael Apted.
And Igor.
Michael Apted.
Michael Apted is correct. 7-5 is the score as we get into your next question, which is in the category of the Wizarding World. In Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban, Hermione punches Draco Malfoy while the group is on their way to what location on the Hogwarts grounds? It's a good movie. A lot of people say this is like their definitive favorite. Like, everyone's like, "Oh, this is the one. This is it." And I love it. It's great, but it is not my favorite. I feel like a lot of people in this community say that because it's Alfonso. But 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Igor.
I don't think I remember this. Quidditch grounds.
And John.
That's what I said. The Quidditch field.
Both are incorrect. We're looking for Hagrid's Hut. Hagrid's Hut. So your next question is in the category of DC. What is the last name of the TV host and comedian that Arthur shoots at the end of Joker? Excuse me. I love me a closed loop time travel movie. I mean, I wouldn't call it a time travel movie. I would call it a Harry Potter movie with 7 minutes of time travel. But I mean, it's more than 7 minutes. But I guess Hermione like pops in and out every now and then. I would still not call it a time travel movie. 5, 4, 3, 2.
Repeat the question.
All right, that is the first repeat for Igor. Your question again. What is the last name of the TV host and comedian that Arthur shoots at the end of Joker? This movie's a banger. Big fan. Remember when this came out and I saw it about a day early before it came out, and I went, "Oh, this thing's great. I love it." And then I got out of it, and everyone was like, "If you like this movie, you're a piece of shit. The Oscars are rigged, and you're a fucking moron." 5, 4.
That's
and
an
I went,
Ashton Kutcher impression. That's crazy.
1 pens down. Let's go to John.
Franklin.
And let's go to Igor.
Is it Rothman?
Franklin is correct. So Murray Franklin. So the score right now is 7-6 as we get into the final question of the round in the category of the MCU. In Iron Man, what is the name of the company owned by Tony that makes weapons? It's funny because in the doc, I wrote Murray. So John turned his board and it said Franklin. And I went, "Oh, fuck. That's the right answer." Shit, I wrote the wrong one down. But it's 100% the Murray Franklin show. Oh, that's funny. Iron Man, good movie. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Igor.
Stark Industries.
And John.
Well, I really hope it's Stark Industries.
It is Stark Industries. So 8-7 is the score coming out of round number 1. We are going to get into round number 2. Here's how it's going to work. I'm going to bring in the wheel from wheeldecide.com. Each player is going to have a chance to spin the wheel. If they like what they spin the first time, they can keep it, or they can choose to spin again, but they must keep whatever they spin the second time. Each question is worth 2 points apiece. Unless you check down the multiple choice, then it will be worth only 1. Stealing is available in this round, so be on the lookout. Your categories on the wheel today are American Spies, Star Wars, James Bond, creature features, horror icons, sci-fi icons, worlds of DC, and mixed bag. So, Igor, you're in the lead. Would you like to spin or defer?
Good job, buddy.
Thanks,
Literally
man.
whatever you want. Yeah. What?
Let's
First?
spin first. Yeah,
Let's do
let's
it.
keep it going.
He's Joe's teammate, everyone.
All right. This is your first spin. And it lands on James Bond.
Yeah,
I'm
I'll
gonna keep that, buddy. You got it.
All right. And we are going to just make a quick cut because I have to get my charger. All right, Igor, are you ready for your questions in the category of James Bond?
Sure.
Your first question is, a Bond ally brings flowers to his date in a hotel room to find Bond behind the door with a gun to question him. In which James Bond film? Five, 4, 3.
Take multiple choice.
All right, your options are A, Diamonds Are Forever, B, Octopussy, C, The Living Daylights, or D, The World Is Not Enough.
Say The World Is Not Enough.
That is incorrect. John, chance for a 1-point steal. Is it A, Diamonds Are Forever, B, Octopussy, C, The Living Daylights, or D, The World Is Not Enough?
Let's go all the other way around. Let's go A.
A is also incorrect. We were looking for C, The Living Daylights. All right, your next question. Who plays Francisco Scaramanga in The Man with the Golden Gun?
Christopher Lee.
That is correct for 2 points.
Even I knew that. Jeez. All right.
At the beginning of From Russia with Love, Spectre meets to discuss revenge against Bond for the death of what character?
Dr. No.
That is correct for 2 points. Your fourth question. At the beginning of GoldenEye, complete this quote said by Alec Trevelyan just before faking his death for blank James. We're looking for one word.
England.
That is correct for 2 points. And your final question. Inspector, what type of location is L'Americaine?
A hotel.
That is correct for 2 more points. So Igor gets his total up to 16. We are going to move over to John's spin and bring in Mr. Kaiser. This is going to be
Also known as a motel. But
It is not. It is a hotel.
it's a very rundown
It
hotel.
lands on creature features.
Ooh.
I think I should probably spin it. I mean,
How many categories do you feel about that is better than this?
there's at least 3 off the top of my head I think I'd be better at.
Okay, then let's spin again.
All right. This is what you're going to be stuck with. And it
That
lands
is
on
not one of them. Fuck!
So annoying.
Good game, Igor.
All right, John, I'll be giving you your questions in the category of Star Wars. Are you ready?
Sure.
All right, your first question. In which Star Wars film does Obi-Wan Kenobi duel a character that wields 4 lightsabers?
Revenge of the Sith.
That is correct for 2 points.
All right, guys, I did it. Answer a Star Wars question. Check your bingo boards. I did it.
Your next question. In Solo, a Star Wars story, who plays Dryden Voss, a criminal who Beckett works for?
Paul Bettany.
That is correct for 2 points.
Awesome if I saw that movie.
Your third question. Who shuts off the garbage compactors on the Death Star, saving the team from being crushed in A New Hope?
Multiple choice.
All right, your options are A, Luke, B, R2D2, C, C3PO, or D, Chewbacca.
Let's just say R2D2.
That is correct for 1 point.
Holy shit. All right. God damn.
Complete this quote from The Force Awakens. You're afraid that you will never be as strong as blank. We are looking for 2 words.
Well, give me those multiple choice answers that are 2 words apiece.
All right, your multiple choice options are A, your father, B, Darth Vader, C, Luke Skywalker, or D, your mother.
And I'm going to take a full repeat of everything.
Okay, that is your first repeat. Your question again. Complete this quote from The Force Awakens. You're afraid that you will never be as strong as blank. And your options are A, your father, B, Darth Vader, C, Luke Skywalker, or D, your mother.
I'm going to say your mother.
That is incorrect. Igor, chance for a 1 point steal. Is it A, your father, B, Darth Vader, C, Luke Skywalker, or D, your mother?
Darth Vader.
That is correct for 1 point. And your final question, John. In Attack of the Clones, how many planets do we see Anakin Skywalker on in the film?
Can I just get a score check really quick?
It is 17 to 12.
Multiple choice.
All right, your multiple choice options are A2, B3, C4, or D5.
4.
That is correct for 1 point.
I don't want anybody to think I knew that out there. I did not know that.
The 4 planets being Coruscant, Naboo, Geonosis, and Tatooine. So
That's exactly what I was going to say. It's crazy that I would have said that.
all right, so at the end of round number 2, John gets his total up to 13, but with the steal there, Igor is at 17. So We still have a close game as we get into round number 3. It's the betting round. I'm going to say the category. The players are going to decide whether they want to bet 0, 1, or 2 on the question. If they get the question right, they gain those points. If they get the question wrong, they lose those points. We will play until someone is mathematically eliminated or we have reached the end of the match. Any questions from the players?
No.
All right, your first category you can bet points on is American Spies. Let's get bets, starting with Igor.
2.
And John.
2.
Okay, your question is, which American Spies film features a cast that includes Colm Feore, Bridget Monahan, and Michael Byrne? Five, 4.
I'll do a repeat.
All right, that is your second repeat. Your question again. Which American Spies film features a cast that includes Colm Feore, Bridget Monahan, and Michael Byrne? Moynihan, maybe? Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We are going to start with John.
The Sum of All Fears.
And Igor.
The Sum of All Fears.
That is correct. So 19-15 is the score. We still have a 4-point game as we get into the next category, which is the MCU. Let's get bets starting with John.
2.
And Igor.
Dose.
All right, your question is, what is the name of the Kree homeworld in Captain Marvel? Five, 4, 3,
I'm gonna let that
2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to John.
Don't have it.
And Igor.
Holla.
And your winner, Igor Kasic. Holla is the correct answer. Hell of a match, though. Final score of 21-13. I thought that both players played fantastic. Igor was pretty lights out, only a couple of questions off in round number 1 from a perfect round, but John kept it really close, and I thought this was fantastic. Like, they both played great. Round number 2, John clearly wasn't excited about Star Wars, but he still did really well in the category nonetheless. It would have been interesting to see what happened if he had taken creature features, but on the whole, thought this was a really great match. So we're going to go talk to the players right now in the post-match interviews. John, congrats on a match well played. You didn't come out with the victory today, but your career in fandom singles is still very young. I thought you played great. You had a good round 1. Round number 3, I thought that Sum of All Fears pull was very, very good. But Holla, yeah, you either know it or you don't. That's not something you could just kind of pull out.
I mean, I play Marvel Snap. It's location there. I should have just put 2 and 2 together.
That's fair. I think you played great, though, John. What are your thoughts on the match?
I think so too. I mean, like when you guys set up the room, I was like, bullshit. Like, this is freaking crazy. Like, this guy's played like 1 billion matches and he just played for the team's title. He's gonna beat the shit out of me. And I guess he didn't beat the shit out of me, but he definitely like bloodied me up a little bit, which is cool. You know, I think I played way better than people expect me to play. And literally not gonna say I never seen a Star Wars film. I was a child once, but like I've only seen 4 of them out of the entirety of those films.
Oh, wow.
And like, yeah, like there's a lot. I mean, I've been like trying to like watch all these movies. So I've watched a lot more than I did when I started. I think I'm a much stronger player here than I was when I started. So I'm looking forward to playing more matches. And I think you guys run a great ship here. I have nothing bad to say involved here, except maybe Javi. That's about it.
That's fair. Kaiser, what are your thoughts on John's performance today?
I mean, given that, so Igor spun his strength and then John spun his other strength. Like under those circumstances, going into round 3, only 4 points down, I think it's still a pretty good performance. And I think, yeah, I would say I think like most of the people here will agree that Captain Marvel is not a very good movie. So if you miss questions from me, like bullshit hala questions, like nobody's gonna bet an eye unless you're Joe or like.
I think the most telling part of this match is when Kaiser says, "How many of these movies have you seen a lot?" And I should be like, "What the fuck are you talking about? I've seen a lot. What the fuck, Kaiser? Get a life, man. How much movies have you seen a lot? Horror icon movies, I guess, but like I haven't seen any of these other movies a lot. I've seen Captain Marvel once, and I do like Javi. Javi and my son have the same birthday, actually. So
You've saw Freddy's Dead at least 4 times.
Oh my god.
yeah, I've seen Freddy's Dead at least 4 times. I mean, like, who doesn't love Tom Arnold?
That movie is fucking bad. Guys, I thought this was really great. Thanks for making me laugh. Though that challenge was rough, but I expect nothing.
You're welcome, because you could have challenged 15 times if we won it.
Would you have challenged another moment, Kaiser? Was there something else you were ready to go
No.
for that you
No.
couldn't?
He's
No.
being
Okay.
humble. Of course he was.
Also, one final thing to say. John told this us intentionally so that he can play Maria Hammond next. So we did it for the people.
Oh.
Is that possible?
I don't know. Maybe it's possible.
I'm not requesting that, but if that happens, it'll be great with all lowercase letters.
All right. Well, we'll see what we can do, guys. Thanks for coming and thanks for putting on a great show. Igor, congrats on another win. You're above 500. It's got to feel pretty good. I thought it was a great performance. Like 8 points in round number 1, doing very well in James Bond, and then coming over to round 3, making it so that you just got to answer 2 questions, then you're done. But like I said, I think John played great, but I think you were pretty much untouchable today. It was hard to beat you today. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, no, John played a hell of a game. Not that I expected anything less. I know John knows movies, so even though Fandom isn't his best, isn't his division, let's say, he's still going to study up. He's going to watch the films and he's going to retain the information. So hats off to him. He played great. And yeah, I'm pretty happy with how I played. Didn't do as well as I wanted in the summer tournaments, so I'm glad to get the bounce back win here. And maybe set myself up for, I don't know if there's another match this season or just for next season, but in any case, above 500 exiting the season would be nice. So hopefully I've achieved that.
Yeah, I know nothing about what happens next. My guess is this is probably the last we see of you in singles this season, but I don't know for sure. So don't listen to me. We'll hear from Sir Nicholas soon enough. But Javi, what are your thoughts on Igor's performance today?
Yeah, if this is the last match that we played this season, you're 3-1 this season, which is pretty darn great. Like, that's a good, like, for someone who started off this season under 500, if I'm not mistaken, 2-3, which is like, you played some really tough people, like Bill and Sudden Death. You played David and Tyler. Like, you played really good people in your first season. Now you've played David again. Couldn't quite get there, but you got a knockout on your record. You're the 2-round points record holder, unless something happened recently that I just don't know about. Like, you're playing great. You played for a team's title. Like, I was really gunning for Fandom Comeback Player of the Year. I think you might have solidified it. So, I don't know. Yeah, no matter whether it's this season or next season, Igor's going to be great. Eager. He's going to be eager for a win.
Eager.
And yeah, we're gonna do well, I think.
Eager to get more matches, but
Yes.
no, you guys have seen enough of me in teams this year, so I give other people a chance. But when I do return, I don't know, another match would be fun. You know, I'm gonna make a call out. He said he'd retired, but told me that if I called him out, he might come back. I know it's been not that long since he retired, but Abel, come back for a match, buddy. Come back.
Well, that would be interesting if he came back just to play. I would love to see it. Guys, congrats on the win. Congrats on a great match. We'll see you next time. All right, that's going to do it for us today at Fandom Fights. I want to thank Kaiser and John. Thank you to Javi and Igor. Thank you to Nick for writing. I've been Tim. We'll see you guys next time with another great Fandom match. But until then, have a great night. Bye-bye.